As long as we're talking about some deeper shit, let me tell you about how fucked up my childhood was. If you want to get into it, like, so, like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like I feel like I'm confiding in you guys, and some of you are my, I mean, I got some of my best friends from real life watching this channel. I've got some friends that I've made, some friendships that are growing. At the same time, there's a lot of strangers that are watching this, so it's kind of weird to put some serious, put some heavy shit out there and some personal stuff out there, but at the same time, it's pretty therapeutic. Look at those. That forest is so fucking tall. It looks really leafy, but it doesn't really start until the very top. By the way, this road that I've been on is called Eugene, which means Dragon God. So this road is named Dragon God Road. Dragon God Skyline. Isn't that hardcore? Things were shitty for me. I talked a little bit about in my last video kind of being in the really conservative house with lots of rules and all of this stuff. And, you know, for a long... I feel like the reason why I am kind of living the way I am right now is I feel like I didn't really get to be a kid when I was a kid. I mean, there are some things that I really enjoyed about being a kid, but, you know, I thought a lot of the shitty stuff was normal when I was a kid, and looking back and seeing, you know, God, honestly, I feel bad for younger me. If I saw a kid who was in my same situation, I would feel, my heart would ache for them, because I went through some shit, and I didn't even know I was really going through some shit, because I thought it was just, that was normal for me. Yeah, so basically I told you, like, my parents got divorced when I was 1, got divorced on my birthday. It sucks, we talked about that. Yeah, I lived with my dad, but basically my mom and my dad, they both got remarried, like, almost instantly. Like, my mom got divorced, and she was like, I think she got married the next week to, like, her high school sweetheart. And I don't know what the fuck my dad did, but he found some wench to marry. She was a real bitch. Even as, like, a small child, I knew she was a real bitch. So out of nowhere, it's like, I'll go from, like, 2 parents to, you know, 4 parents and a stepsister. Stepsister was cool. She was real nice. We were about the same age. Definitely, like, I don't want to say it's like a Cinderella story, because it's not really a Cinderella story, because I haven't had my happy ending yet. God knows I love happy endings. But kind of felt like the stepsisters and the Cinderella situation. Then I get my mom gets married to this guy, like I said, and then she has a son. They have a kid together. So I got a half brother now. No complaints about him. I love that guy. I wish we were closer now, but we're not. But growing up, I really loved being around him. He was oh god, he meant a lot to me. That's going on. Growing up, you know, doing the whole going to church thing 3 times a week. You know, for a kid, you know, I don't care what you believe. For a kid, that sucks to be sitting down for like 5 hours a week in church. I think I'm about 7 years old, maybe 9. Let's see, like 7, 8 years old, and I'm staying with my mom in the summertime, and my mom and my stepdad were having some issues, and I don't want to get too personal, but shit was going down. And it was weird. One night, you know, my half brother, or actually my stepbrother, and I were playing on the computer, and he tells us to go to bed. And something was weird. Like, I don't know, like, he's never told us to go to bed before. I knew something was up, and this is gonna sound so made up, and I swear to God, dude, that I'm not telling a lie right now. Something was up, and for some reason, instead of saying good night, like would have been normal, I said goodbye, and I distinctly remember saying goodbye, and I just thought, like, I don't know what was up. So we go to bed. Remember, we've got this big old bed. We got this fort. remember we had like a blanket fort made out of our bunk bed, and we were hanging out. We were going to like, we were in our bedroom, but we weren't. There's no way we were going to sleep. We were going to play with Legos or shit. Playing with Legos, and my brother and my half brother, or my sister and my half brother are home, and but I was real close with my stepbrother, and all of a sudden, like, I hear my mom come home from work, and you know, I want to go see my mom, so I kind of start heading downstairs, and then I hear bang. And the bang is, I don't know if you can guess what it was, but it was my stepfather killing himself. And fuck, I went back upstairs, and my mom yelled at me, "You stay upstairs!" And we did, and then, you know, it was nighttime, and just like the lights coming in from our bedroom were just police lights, and you know, like that was my first taste of the shit that, you know, like reality is. Reality is a bitch. You know, like that was my first taste of the shit that life can bring, right? So that kind of changed my whole life. Things kind of got messed up. You know, I went back with my dad at this point, and then, you know, a couple years go by, maybe not even a couple years. My mom marries another guy quickly afterwards. My dad marries another girl quickly after, so it's like just new parents, new step parents. And, you know, come down a few years down the line, you know, and because I've got this religious, because there's this dichotomy between me and my mom. You know, we don't see eye to eye religiously, and there's this whole thing where, you know, like I was not treating her as well as I should have been treating her, but whoa, fuck. That's why you don't start on a leader bike, folks. I didn't see that bump. Because my mom and I were completely different place religiously, and because the religion wasn't as strict as it was, I didn't have as good a relationship with her as I should have, so we were fighting and stuff, and we didn't have the best relationship towards the end. We loved each other, but we didn't really talk to each other anymore when I was 15. And one morning I get a call, or my dad wakes me up, and he tells me that my mom killed herself. And then my whole, I mean, like, even though I didn't really have the best relationship with her right now. I mean, like, I honestly loved her so much, but, you know, when you turn into a teenager, you kind of get shitty, and I felt like I had some moral high ground with my mom, but I didn't. I wish I had known that I really didn't have any, you know what I mean? Religion sucks, guys, honestly. Yeah, I feel like it took away some of the years that I could have spent with my mom. I feel like it fucked my mom up too. Yeah, so, but I mean, but from the bottom of my heart, I really did love my mom, even though just on the surface our relationship wasn't doing so well. Another Hayabusa. White Hayabusa's up the ass over here. This is probably going to be a long video, guys, I'm sorry. So now my mom's gone, and, you know, this is right when I was getting, I think I got my driver's license the week after my mom died, and I went through, you know, like, I had to go to school. I cried every day of my life for probably a year after my mom died. But, you know, I had to go to school, and I'm not going to be the kid who's crying. I don't want to be that weird kid, you know, like, because everybody knew me. I was okay. I was already kind of like putting on a thing, not a fake personality, but kind of transform my personality for my schoolmates and stuff. But, you know, like, after my mom died, it was like so hard to just put on this face like everything is okay, but everything was not okay. Some of the good things that have come out of my shit childhood was that it's kind of made me have a sense of humor, because if you don't have a sense of humor with that kind of shit going around you, you're gonna crack. And I almost did crack a lot of times, honestly, guys. Like, I'm telling you now, as a play, I'm telling you now, coming from somebody who is really happy with where they're at right now. But when I was younger, especially after my mom died, after my stepdad, you know, after they both killed themselves, I was pretty fucked up emotionally, and I was positive that I was going to kill myself. And honestly, like, I thought about death so much. You know, like I don't know, is this a normal thing for teenagers to do, or is it just a fucked up me? But like, anytime something shit happened, anytime something bad happened, I just started thinking about killing myself and how I was gonna kill myself, right? And I mean, it's fucked up that I'm laughing about this now, but there was like only a time or two where I tried to follow through with any of my crazy plans, but I would just think of so many morbid ways that I would end it. So this is me in my head, this is real me for a while, but then I go to school and I'm laughing about shit and I'm making stupid jokes and, you know, like, the true me, you know, like, you get home and definitely like had a smile on the outside and I was crying on the inside every day of my life. More? And here we go. I feel like a lot of people think I don't take things so seriously anymore, and it's because I'm done taking things seriously. I took so much shit seriously when I was a kid that now it's time, it's like, you can find a way to laugh about anything. So I feel like because all that stuff happened, I grew up when everybody always said, oh, you're really mature for your age, and I took that as a compliment. But, you know, I wish that I wasn't. I wish that I could have been a kid. I wish I could have played with my friends and just had a normal life, but I had all this fucking shit. Even it'd be shit for a full-grown man to deal with, and I was dealing with it when I was dealing with that stuff since I was like 8 years old. And now that I'm equipped to deal with it, I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to deal with it. I'm just gonna try to enjoy life, laugh things off, and, you know, it's definitely changed who I was. I wish I had some of those people back in my life, but I'm not one of those persons who says everything happens for a reason. But we started from the bottom, now we're here. So stupid. Yeah, I mean, like, things are okay now. I love my wife, love my life, trying to make things get a little better, but it's satisfactory. I'm satisfied, even though I don't really understand myself. I don't know, does anybody really understand themselves? But even though I don't really understand myself completely, I like the guy that I've turned into, so there's that, I guess. Anyways, that was a little bit of shit to sprinkle on your happy day. I don't know. I don't know how to end this one. I'll see you guys later.